Hey gang, and a happy full moon. Wow. It took me a while this morning, not because it's Monday, we always say Monday is a good time to meditate, but for me is I really go with how I feel and what I feel and what the energies are coming into me and really feeling what is important to share out here at Cocoa Jar Corner. And so this month is the full moon, which is today, November 27th, and we're looking at pre-retrograde that's coming soon in December. And so this is a time where we kind of gotta get our antennas up, and when we have our antennas up, we can feel certain energy that might be a little bit pushy, maybe because it's the holiday season and the energy of people pushing people, like Black Friday kind of energy, pushing people to do things because it's the year end. And maybe because sometimes we feel that we need to accomplish something by the year end, right? But most of all, it's really about standing your grounds. Because it's a time where what took you this long, meaning that in the last 6 months and how you develop, it doesn't happen overnight. I tell that to people. Overnight, your dog comes in itchy and stinky and you expect, it does happen, the results, because they have a problem, I have a solution, and they do get a result at the end. And it takes time for it to clearly build up, and I explained to them that it takes 3 weeks for a new hair follicle to start to build up. And in the meantime, we need to start to work on the largest organ of this body, which is the skin. And I don't want to go into that because that becomes into a whole different animal of episode about my Cocoa Jar, skincare program, which it helps for everyone. The last time I was showing people and how it just takes out the film or whatever they put on nowadays produce, it literally turned from green to yellow. And so what I'm saying is that, what we see, for example, what's out there, because it's been always somehow embedded into our system. For example, this pushy feeling of the holiday season, and some people may keep on doing that kind of energy. And so we need to switch and gear ourselves how we stabilize ourselves in the last 6 months, starting from May 30th. During that time, there was a transition of energy. And I was just talking about this with my girlfriend in the last 3 months, ever since I came back from LA, Vegas, and doing my whole thing out there. Coming back home, it's with its tragedy through Maui and the fire and many different things of frequency that is different. The level of energy, no matter what anybody say, that surrounds us, is changing. And so 1-1-1-1 is to get yourself grounded this season. This full moon is time to re-energize yourself by, and don't forget to take out your crystals. Your crystals are so important because whatever that's emanated in the living room or around the place, or the central area that you bring your energy level to, where you can sit down. And this is my comfort zone. This is like my tree of life, because it comes from a real tree. And I have my crystals, and I've been lucky because I find these treasure on my journey. And whether it's a place that you need to find comfort, a place that you need to create the sanctuary, if you haven't done it, start now, because take out things that no longer serve you. Whether it's, the food inside your refrigerator that needs cleaning because there's so much things, leftovers that was stuffed into your refrigerator and your freezer, your closet, your friends, your, your business, your work, all these things that has just too much clutter or linger. Go back 5 months ago. How did you feel back in May 30th? Now that you have it, and if you do have it on memo, great. Go back to your feelings and be real. The last 6 months, how did you feel in the last 6 months? Number one is very important. And number two is how you have grown or not grown for some people. Are you stagnant? Stop wishing. Seeing it is to believe it. 5-6 months ago, I never thought I would get, Pet Product News Editor Choice Award, which I will know next year. And in my mindset, it's there already, because these are the kind of things that we have to build our mind. It doesn't matter. For me, it's my business, my life, and how I put my balance, my two legs that's holding me up, and like my mom, she's getting old and she's very wibbly wobbly. She slips, she falls. At my niece's wedding, I had to grab her and boom, and we have to watch our elderlies, because this shift that we may not see it physically happening, you may see a little bit because we're not really feeling it, or we may feel it, especially for extra sensitive people. Like, I feel it all the time, and so these are the kind of shifts that we're going to see, because other parts of the world, like I mentioned in my other videos, are going through what else? War, right? And so these things that we have to put into consideration and have to do things that we need to put ourselves and where we're at. And so, like, it always happens whenever I'm doing this, okay? But right now, what we need to do is whatever commitment that was there in the past, these commitments are going to start to depart, start to change, start to re-energize. It's really up to you and how you want it to be, because from that, it creates whatever happened in the past. You can't change it, you can't undo it. But we all need to be mature about what we do and find a commitment on what it is today. What is it today that you want to create, the new now for you? Because slowly by slowly, people's belief system is changing. Whether you have taken the jab or not taken the jab, whether you are watching what's happening now with the mRNA that's in a lot of different kind of, produce, shots, medication, all of these symptoms of changes. People are having a different belief system. Whatever the way we look at Apple nowadays versus what we did before. And so these belief system is going to start to release. Stop doubting, start to believe, okay? If this is what your gut feeling is saying to you, believe or not to believe. So those are the things that we need to release during this full moon, because it gives you, the full moon, this moon is a Beaver Moon. And we see how the beaver creates its way to cross the river. This is the exact same thing that this energy is helping us do, So a lot of changes in how people see religion. Some people see things in how to upbring their lifestyle, their family, their dogs, And so these are the kind of things that we are changing to bring to the new future, because, hey, November is December. December is, guess what? 2024. For me, is a very strong year for me. And so, whatever's happening right now in our lives, there's so many things of that pushiness energy. Don't give up, first of all. Because what I just said about your belief system, if you give up, your belief system will give up, and then you're going to go back to your past that you committed, and then your future commitment of what you have now, it's not going to go in that flow of energy. And so don't give up. Have that persistence of whatever you're doing, whether you are, you know, starting a new job or starting a new relationship or building your business or doing whatever, seeking new things after retirement. You know, don't give up on whatever you have inside, because a dream will always be floating. But a belief is a conviction and a commitment of what you give to yourself. And so be persistent, and whatever it means, if it means to relocate your desk or relocate, you know, things around your house, renovation, move to another city or move to another state, move to another country. Some people are already moving to another country because, you know, it's this chaos of energy. And so really this time we're going to start to create this new identity, right? Because AI is seeking our identity. Whether you look at an iPhone right now, it's looking for your identity. Whether it's going to be identity of whatever we see in social media or ads or whatever, it's endless. And so there's that good and bad identity of AI that's going to start to have people going back. It's the belief system and how people perceives you, how people sees you. So stay strong to your conviction, your commitment, and what your belief system is. Don't change it because XYZ say so. Let them say so. You know, and so all of this is going to come down to how your future, how your money situation is going to be, how, you know, things that's going to show up, it will show up. If you doubt, guess what? You're not opening that energy of channel to come in. If you keep on doubting yourself, oh, I didn't get this or I didn't do that, strive for it. You know, I tell my students all the time, it's up to you whether you buy the machine, you learn it. Here's a video of our session together. This is, and you know, some people don't have the time to study it, which is most of my clients who prefer to just do it themselves. And anytime they have problem, they give me a call or they go online. We have a classroom, and these are the kind of things the New Now is about, because time is really in essence. I mean, the other day was like, I don't even know how time, like I look at my watch right now, it's almost going to be 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it took me this long to create this video. It's because I had to really get things done on things, you know, because reality is that these time zone that we create for ourselves and how we put in our energy and how we focus, you know, we have to have that plane of life to see all of this. I have a book coming out, you know, that I deserve to explain what is Miracle Microbubble. So it's coming soon. Check our website, sign up for now. We're giving it, you know, hopefully I can get it done by Christmas, but let it go. Let's see what happens. And so, you know, that's what the full moon is all about. It's really focusing on your belief system, because if you don't have that release of some of these beliefs of what you thought it was, stop carrying it on your shoulder. Just let it go. Go with your new flow. Go with your new belief system, because nothing can change. If you decided that maybe you want to change your spiritual journey to a different religion or a different group or different friends or different way of seeing your friendship. Sometimes friendship can change. Sometimes loved ones can change. My mom is changing as she gets older. We all get older. We all mature and we get wiser, and we get certain things on how we put out our boundaries and how we spend our time and what brings in that energy. Because we do all need money. We all do need a new lifestyle of how we're going to work it for 2024, and really how is all of this is going to be able to release at this full moon. So 3 days, we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Let go of what no longer serves you. Bring in that energy of start to say, whatever you want shall be yours. It's how you put the contents into the universe and how you believe it's there. We believe that we lost our glasses, and we believe we left our glasses here. And we're looking all over, and we just scratch our head and we find it on top of our head. How much of us has done that? Right? Because our belief system thought we put it on the table, but we're all getting, so mindset is getting so boggled with so many things that's happening because, we lost some of our freedom due to what's happening now, the social media. Hey, we're all guilty of it. So create that time, create that energy. Don't forget to go out and recharge your crystal. This is my favorite one. So stay tuned for more Coco Short. Don't forget to give us a like, and we'll see you soon. Aloha. Happy full moon. Beaver Moon.